I've got a bone to pick, okay? I know the season isn't going brilliantly. I know we can't win away from home. But the minute people start on Mohamed Darame, that is where I'll draw the line. Granted, he's not been at his best this season. I'll accept that. But, boy, the boy responded. Boy and boy in the same sentence. Can you believe I used to be a writer? Also, it's transfer deadline day, and I've already made one new spectacular signing. Hello everyone, welcome to the FM20 Leeds save. I hope that you're all very well and staying safe. And Mohamed Darame, 5 goals in his last 3 games. So to those who think he's out of form, Darame! Hopefully I'm going to be singing that today. In the one game we're probably going to have, which is going to be away at Wolves in the Premier League, where things have gone okay since the last time we met. Obviously that defeat to Villa was not ideal. We then went and drew away at Brighton, not brilliant. Got beaten 4-2 at home to Liverpool. They scored 2 in the last, 5 minutes via Pablo Dybala, who got himself a hat-trick. One of them was a dodgy penalty that shouldn't really have been given. But since then, 3 straight wins. And the reason for that is because I changed formation. Yeah, look at this. It's a diamond. Diamonds are forever, forever. It's beautiful. And it has provided us with a lot of good moments so far since I got it. We're on more of a controlled possession tactic now. Less of the up and at him, let's just chase him down, all this nonsense. We have now turned into a more possession-based side. I'm using the technical quality that my players have. And so far, you can see it from the form, it's been very, very solid. Especially Mo Darame, 7.84. 7.84. And there's also been a new addition to the side. Oh, hello Leon Goretzka. He's only in on loan, but I do have an optional fee to pay £40 million for him, should I want him. And I have to say, I do. He's just phenomenal as Leon Goretzka. He's everything you want in a player. He's that next step up in quality in our midfield. So now my midfield, this is why I'm comfortable now playing the diamond. The wingers in this year in FM don't really seem to do that much unless you come across a special winger. So I have now gone very much with, we're going to go narrow, but we're going to set the midfielders a little bit wider so they still cover those areas so we don't get overloaded too much on the flanks. Leon Goretzka is perfect for this role because he is tireless. 17 stamina, 18 work rate, 16 off the ball, 17 aggression. He's absolutely perfect. He's also got 17 determination. He's also a winner. And a winner is exactly what I need to get us through this. And he's already scored 1 goal for the club in his debut. It was a bit of a banger too. I just want to show you now because I never get tired of watching this. Vina down the left here. I mean, this is a decent ball, but watch this. I'm so excited! So, like I said, we will be playing Wolves today. But, most importantly, it is also transfer deadline day. And there are still ongoing transfer sagas developing all over the gaff. I've had bids in for Jamie Shackleton, which now I've got Leon Goretzka. I'm kind of happy to let him go. I've got a couple of loan offers in for Alex Antonio and Daniel Castro, 2 of the youngsters that I have here. They'll probably play more of a part next year. I still have £26 million to spend and a budget of 123k in the wage. The big thing is that there's been a lot of talk about Mikel Cuisance going, and he still wants to go, but for £72 million. Part of me is thinking, I need to start thinking about maybe cashing in on him soon, because I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to keep him here. In the sense of like his contract is running down. After this, he'll only have 1 or 2 more years left on his contract. So is it better that I cash in on him now, or do I try and get him down to a new contract without the minimum fee release clause? Let me know what you think in the comment section. I've still got time to play with it. I'm just going to see what happens today. I just want to see if anyone brings in any bids for him. It's good because I don't often get to do transfer deadline days or anything like that. I do a lot of it off camera, which we all know. And this is what I was thinking might happen. Patrick Roberts, who has not had the best year so far, mainly now because I'm not playing wingers. Do I sacrifice my wingers? Do I sell them? I don't know. The other problem I've got is I don't really like doing deals on deadline day, and I look at this formation now and I think, where is it that I really need to improve? Obviously the fullbacks could probably do with a bit of improvement, but I'm not going to get anyone decent enough for that. I could probably do a bit of a better job with the defensive midfielder role. Calvin Phillips has done brilliantly while he's been sat there, but I would like someone a bit more dedicated to that role. And there are a few people that are kind of springing to mind at the moment. And one of those boys is this lad. Han Noah Masengo at Bristol City at the moment, looks brilliant. He's only 22 years old. He's French. He's trained in the UK, which will help me. 85 on my scout report. 85. He's got the potential to be a very good Premier League player later on. The scout knows what he's talking about. He's a 17, 18 with 19 adaptability. He's not going to be wrong. He enjoys big matches. He's a fairly consistent performer. It's £12 million. So I think this is going to be my deadline day signing. And Noah Masengo looks very good at playing in that deep line playmaker role, which is exactly the role that I've got Calvin Phillips playing in at the moment. I'm very settled with the diamond. I like the fact that now I can switch it up a little bit. And funnily enough, there is Masengo. We are going to buy him in today for £10.75 million. I think that's a really good deal. And everyone's impressed with that. They're happy with that. I'm going to get him registered now. He's a homegrown player. That certainly will help me. I'm thinking maybe one more deal. I've got a lot of money still left. I've got £15 million and 82k in the wage budget. Is there anyone I can loan in that might be decent for the rest of the season? I could get him Ryan Brewster. Potentially, actually, I could get Ryan Brewster in. There's a lot of Premier League teams interested in Ryan Brewster. I mean, he'd be a very good signing, but at the end, I don't know. I swear we had a player called Luca Mortellaro in the Arsenal save. Spoilers, but I'm pretty sure we have one in there, and he does look very, very good. I wonder maybe if I could sign him in. Not obviously sign him, but maybe bring him in. Advanced midfielder, Mazzala. I mean, he could play that role, but I'm not sure. I mean, there are some phenomenal new gens out there at the moment. This is the part of Football Manager I love. I love it when we get to new gens and you can just have a look around at everything that they're offering at the moment, because obviously these are players that we've never heard of and they just look... You can just get some absolute superstars. I'm going to get Ryan Brewster in on loan. I might not need him, but I think 60k a week, it's not going to cost me too much. I'm going to go for it. We're going to bring in Ryan and let's see how he gets on, because with the greatest respects, when Durame and Xerxes aren't playing particularly well, Morgan Rogers is okay, Kuchin's obviously very good, Marcus Vinicius hasn't really cut the mustard yet. The best thing about January, the most impressive thing, is that I've done it without Talas Magno, Kuchin and Marcus Vinicius, all of whom have been called up to the Brazilian under-23s, apart from obviously Kuchin, who's in the Argentinian under-23s. But that's a pretty impressive thing, I'd like to think. Patrick Roberts is the one that's annoying me, because I do think that maybe I could get a really good deal for him. But he's a highly influential player, and I don't want to upset him. So if a bid comes in and he's keen to go, that's fine. Brewster set to move on loan to Leeds. We'll accept that. In he comes. Lovely stuff. Here we go. Now, I knew this was going to happen. Now, Jamie Shackleton, there is a bid for him come in. He's valued at 14.5 million. People are offering me pittance for him. They're offering me like £5 million. I don't understand why. He's not on the transfer list. They're just trying to get a really cheap deal, and it really, really irritates me. He's not particularly interested in speaking to him anyway, but I'm going to go 15 million to see if they'll offer it up. Because there's been bids coming for Shackleton, and originally I was saying 20 million. I'm fed up of messing about. The thing about Shackleton, why I wouldn't want to get rid of him, is he's one of the original Leeds squad, and I really like having him and Calvin Phillips still here as part of the original team. Reading have come back in with another bid, and again, it's just nowhere near the valuation. It's nowhere near the valuation. It's 7.25 million. I'm going to take the piss a bit now and up it to 20 million. They've obviously got money because they keep upping it. So they've obviously got the money. £11.25 million for Jamie Shackleton's an absolute joke. The boy is better than that. And we're going to play our deadline day fixture. Obviously, the drama of the transfer window is still not over yet. For us, I'm wondering if there's maybe one more signing. I'm going to use this game so you can see what the diamond is now going to look like, and see what you guys think of it. I personally think that this is absolutely brilliant, and I'm loving it right now. This system really suits me and the way that I like to play football. This is the kind of formation that I use on quite a lot of football games. I love the diamond. I love having a very packed midfield. And you can tell here, I've got two box-to-box midfielders in Cuisance and Goretzka. And then when you look here, in terms of the attacking width, I made sure that we set out a little bit wider. And I've done that as well while we're out of possession. I'm trying to defend a little bit wider, make sure that we don't get overloaded here, and that's why these green squares here says I have no issues with defending anything around this issue here. There's no issues there, no issues there, so we're very well stocked and very well protected against wing play, and so far that's proved to be true. Bruno Guimaraes is on his way back from an injury, so he will not be playing today. Otherwise, if you can imagine, then I'd have a midfield of Calvin Phillips at the back, Goretzka, Guimaraes, Bruno, and then Cuisance in behind Xerxes and Durame. Suddenly, we look a much bigger threat going forward, while still remaining defensively quite solid. So in terms of the lineup, it's going to be Lafont in goal as always. Then you're going to have Wober on the left, Kagla, Soyuncu, and Popov in the middle. Then you've got Diambe on the right, Calvin Phillips, Croissants, Goretzka make up the midfield three. In behind Pedrinho, Xerxes and Durame. Pedrinho has played very well actually while putting him into that role. You can tell at 7.28 in terms of his form. He's been very good since I moved him off of the wing and into the middle of the park. This is a very strange formation. What was it got? Adama Traore playing at right back. They got Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, Almiron, Chiro Mobley obviously got a goal in the last one. Difference was, in the FA Cup it was at home, this is away. So this will be a really good chance for us to see if we're actually if this will work away from home. It's worked kind of in some of the other fixtures, but it would be nice to see it work truly away from home in the Premier League. At the moment we're currently sat in 8th, we're not really doing much. We're 6 points behind Burnley. They were currently in 6th, but we'll have played a game more by the end of this. So really, ideally, I need to win, and then we'll only be 4 points behind them, and then we can kind of work from there. Calvin Phillips, lovely ball. They're out to Nyambe. Go on, Nyambe. Go on. I just want Durame to score. The comments the other day. It's not Durame, but Xerxes scored. It doesn't have the same feel to it. It needs to be Durame. But Joshua Xerxes does much better when he has a bloke up front with him. I've realised he's not really very good on his own up front. If he's got a foil to him, someone else to make him a little bit of space, like Durame here occupying 2 defenders, Xerxes does too. He heads it past the goalkeeper. It's the perfect big man, little man partnership. Xerxes quite tall and limber and still a little bit quick. Durame's more short, nimble and very, very quick as well. So he can obviously be there to stretch the play, give Xerxes maybe a little bit more time to play stuff around because he's a bit more cultured. So it's a bit like Heskey and Owen, but Xerxes can score and Durame's not always injured. Touch wood. I have to say, me and Durame aren't really on good speaking terms. Not so much in this save, but in my Twitch stream save, which I will let you know is twitch.tv/MikeRo14. Yeah, apparently there's 13 other MikeRo, where I tried to sign Durame for Ajax, which is the team I'm starting with, as I tried to do the Pentagon Challenge. And yeah, he didn't want to talk to me. He didn't want to come to Ajax. He wanted to stay at Copenhagen. So I feel a little bit betrayed. Hopefully, though, that won't translate into this save, where he is literally my everything. You to me are everything. When you score, I start to sing Durame. Durame. With you, we would certainly go down. Xerxes makes it to you clowns. Oh, Xerxes. Oh, Xerxes. Yeah, I like that. That works. Great play here by Woba. Xerxes heads it in. It's awful from Rui Patricio. You don't expect that from an international goalkeeper. He probably isn't theirs anymore in terms of Portugal. But Xerxes makes it 2-0. I love the diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. If we can just remain solid, then this game is ours for the taking. As Eric Dyer, I mean, no wonder they conceded 2. It's Eric Dyer. I shouldn't have said anything. He's probably going to hit a pile driver in the top corner. Patricio hits it long, looking for NATO. He's taking it down well there, and he shouldn't score from here, and he hasn't. Albon Lafont, his handling is so good. He's got like Velcro gloves. Like half the time, when he gets hold of it, like that's it. Do you know what I mean? He grapples it, and that's it. I don't know what it is about Wolves on FM, but they are nowhere near as good as they are on this than they are in real life. I look at that team and I think that's a bloody good team that Wolves have got there, but they're really struggling down in 17th. It's just nice to know that we're actually putting a team that could possibly be relegated to the sword. It's nice. It's different. It's a change. Woba's injured himself with a bruised shin. I remember the last time I had a bruised shin was when, like when you're running into your bed and you're messing about, and then you bang your shin on like your bed frame right in the middle of it, and it feels like it could. Just thinking about it. So Woba's going to come off after a very, very impressive half. Matthias Vignal will come on for him, obviously, down on the left wing. Yes, so passionately. Very happy with the way you played, lads. Well done. It's been very, very solid, very professional, very good. Very, 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 very. There are other adjectives you can use, Mike. Calvin Phillips, I thought he was going to have a shot there. Croissants, back to Pedrinho, Phillips. I love Pedrinho in this central role. He just keeps things ticking together. His set-piece deliveries are still absolutely fantastic at Pedrinho's. He racks up a lot of assists by that. But I'm just enjoying the way that he knits the play together. He's got that little bit of X-factor and that little bit of quality in the middle of the park. As Nyambe tries to take his man on, whips it in. Now Joshua Xerxes gets himself a hat-trick. Get in, Josh. 3-0, Wolves are being absolutely pasted here, and Joshua Xerxes, much maligned by me for the majority of the series so far, this is much more like it. Where is Durame? He's being outshone here, but he takes out Powell there, does Durame. He's got him. As a 2, they work perfectly. As a 2, it's perfect. Right, less than half an hour to go. I'm going to test out what our new look midfield will be. So we've got Bruno Guimaraes and Goretzka there. And Croissant says, I take Pedrinho off. He's not been bad. He's been very good today, just knitting everything together. But I want to see this potential incredible midfield 4. That is an incredibly professional performance from us there. You can tell they're controlling possession, suits us a lot more. 60% we did there. Morgan Rogers came on and got the lowest rating, but with a 6.7, that's the kind of low rating I can stand, to be fair. Better than Vinagre, he played at 6, so I'm going to passionately say I'm very happy with the result and the way you played. That makes it 4 wins back-to-back, does it? Yep, 4 wins back-to-back. Brilliant. And just in time, because we've got Villa, United and Southampton next month. We're going out the FA Cup because we're playing City, so there's no hope there. But maybe there is still a little bit of hope about getting into Europe. We're only 4 points behind Burnley. Granted, they have a game in hand, but I'm not sure how much longer they can keep that up. The game against Villa will be important. Obviously, they've got a game in hand, so this is all a little bit out of context at the moment. There you go, transfer deadline day is over, and the biggest sale was Lautaro Martinez from Man City to Paris Saint-Germain, so that's good news. Oh god, Dominic moved from Burnley to Chelsea, so you can probably expect Burnley to drop off a little bit now. And who the hell is this? Maxime van den Bulk moved to Tottenham Hotspur. Yeah, he looks very good. Belgian, very young, 65 million from Athletic Madrid. He looks ridiculous. I think I was scouting him, but I didn't think I could afford him, and I couldn't, so brilliant. I think it's too late to think about the Champions League, so we're going to focus very much on the Europa League, which means that we're going to come back for Watford and Burnley. Burnley hopefully will still be in the conversation by that point, and it'll be a big game, and hopefully between now and then we can pick up a few more wins. I do fancy us now with this new formation. We look to have stumbled across something that really does suit the team, and I'm very, very happy with it. Let me know what you think of the new formation in the comment section. Let me know what you think of the brand new signings as well. I think Goretzka is an absolute steal, and I will definitely try and buy him if he continues this very good form when the season is over. £40 million of my budget going towards it doesn't seem like too much. I think it's a great idea. Thank you so much for watching the episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. Of course, if you have, please do drop a like on the video, share and subscribe, and until I see you for the next episode of my Leeds Save, stay cool. I almost forgot what team it was there because I was thinking about the screen.